Vitamin C. I mean, our bodies used to make it, genetically speaking, but somewhere along the line, we lost that ability, and now we have an epigenetic defect that keeps us from normally synthesizing vitamin C like the wild animals. And that's significant because the wild animals give us a model of how much vitamin C we need, and we're not coming anywhere close to that without significant supplementation. So, and as you get more into vitamin C, you realize that it's arguably the most critical molecule in your body. But vitamin C, you don't have enough of it, you die from scurvy. There's not many other things where if you don't take enough of it, you die from a deficiency disease.
Wow. Okay. That speaks volumes. So you said animals give us clues to how much vitamin C we should have. So what's the optimal amount that we should have?
Well, that's interesting because they did a whole different bunch of animals and took them under baseline levels of stress and then increased levels of stress because stress is what your adrenal glands make cortisol for and what your liver should be making vitamin C for. So the cortisol and the vitamin C meet in the blood, and the cortisol pushes the vitamin C inside the cell. Well, when you look at a 150-pound goat, okay, that's about a 70-kilogram person, more or less. A 150-pound goat will make baseline, no stresses, no infections, no toxin exposure, will make 6, 7, 8, 9 grams of vitamin C. And even more importantly, realize that's not supplemental vitamin C that you're only absorbing a small amount of. This is vitamin C, ascorbic acid, that's being synthesized and released directly into your blood. So that represents an astronomical amount of supplementation to get the equivalent of a steady state release of 6 or 7 or 8 grams in your blood. Then you add to that the fact that when you give that goat a life-threatening infection or stress, guess what? The liver upregulates. It starts making 30, 40, 50, 60 grams in 24 hours, which again would be
Wow.
just beyond astronomical amounts that a human being could take. But it does demonstrate quite nicely for us that we're all in variable degrees of scurvy because we're nowhere near close to where we should be with vitamin C stores inside our body on a 24/7 basis.
Wow. That is so interesting. I didn't know that about goats. So why are we so deficient in vitamin C? We're not getting it through our food?
Well, like I said, the normal thing, if we compare ourselves to other mammals, is the liver in animals and in the human being. There's 4 enzyme sequence that actually takes glucose and then first, second, third enzyme modifies it. And the fourth enzyme is an enzyme called L-gulonolactone oxidase, called GULO. And in the human being, we lost that enzyme. I mean, but interestingly enough, we lost it due to an epigenetic defect. What does that mean? That means we have the gene, but we don't translate and use the messenger RNA to make it complete. Point being is, little known, newborn babies make their own vitamin C, but then they lose it as they get older. So my interpretation of that is our inability to make vitamin C is one more major victim of the toxic cesspool in which we live. Because basically, everything that goes wrong with you is due to a different toxin getting to a different part of your body, causing oxidation of different biomolecules in different locations. And somewhere along the line, we came up with a toxin that interferes with the transcription of this fourth enzyme.